Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of WSO2 API Manager. Today we are going to talk about the third-party key manager support in WSO2 API Manager 3.2 release. Before we talk about third-party key manager configuration, let's talk a bit about the key manager component itself. This slide shows all the components within WSO2 API Manager, and as you can see, Key Manager provides all the API security related capabilities. Also, you can see in this slide all the components within WSO2 API Manager and their interactions with each other. As you can see, Gateway communicates with Key Manager to provide authentication and authorization to all your APIs. So the Key Manager component is responsible for generating valid tokens with scopes and expirations, etc., and validating them for all the incoming API requests before allowing them to go through the gateway. As you can see, Key Manager plays a super important role within the API Manager solution. Even though WSO2 API Manager comes with a built-in Key Manager, some of the organizations who already use an authorization server such as Okta, Ping, Keycloak would want to integrate WSO2 API Manager with them instead of using the built-in Key Manager. Prior to WSO2 API Manager 3.2 release, configuring a third-party key manager was a tedious and time-consuming task, and we had to do it manually by editing configuration files. With the release of API Manager 3.2 release, tenant admins now can configure third-party key managers using admin portal without making any manual modifications to configuration files. As you can see here, WSO2 API Manager 3.2 release support configuring multiple third-party key managers tenant files, and it can be configured using the admin portal UI. With this feature, we can also enable multiple key managers for any given API. At the moment, it supports WSO2 Identity Server, Okta, Keycloak, and Auth0 out of the box, and we're aiming to bring more authorization servers on board in the future. Also, this slide shows how the registering a third-party key manager works behind the scene. You can register a third-party key manager using admin portal, and it persists all the information related to the key manager within the API management database, and also trigger an event through the traffic manager and store all the information related to the third-party key manager within the gateway. So let's quickly jump into my development environment and see how it works and how easy it is to configure the third-party key manager. So I have signed up for a developer account with Okta authorization server. So you can easily set up a developer account by going into this portal. What I have done is I have used the default authorization server and configured it to use some set of inbuilt scopes, and also I have followed the documentation provided in WSO2 API Manager 3.2.0 documentation. So you can go through the overview page to understand how it works, how the token validation process works, and also you have links to configure Keycloak WSO2 identity server, Okta, Auth0 as the key manager. So what I have done is I have actually gone through these initial steps of configuring Okta site. So you can always go through these steps. It includes even links to sign up for a developer account with Okta. So if you follow along these steps, so you will be able to configure the Okta side as well. So I have configured all these beforehand, and now I'm going to show you how to do the WSO2 configuration to support this Okta as a key manager. Right. So I have already started API Manager 3.2 and logged into admin portal. When I log into admin portal, you will see there's an option called Key Manager, and when you go to Key Managers, you will see the Resident Key Manager, which is the inbuilt Key Manager component. You can click Add Key Manager option and provide a name and a display name as well. Provide an optional description if you wish, and then you can select the key manager type. Here you have Auth0, WSO2 identity server, Keycloak and Okta. So let me select Okta here, and then you need to specify details for all these mandatory parameters like issuer and client registration endpoints, introspection endpoint, token endpoint, revoke endpoint. So there are a lot of mandatory parameters that you need to provide. But the easiest option is, if you have a well-known URL, you can specify the well-known URL and you can import all the details through the metadata URL. So I have already set up the Okta site, and I'm going to specify my well-known URL here and import all the details into all these parameters. And apart from this, I also have to specify 3 other important things, connector configuration parameters as well. So I should have the API key and the client ID and client secret from the application that I have created beforehand. So I have already created an application to get started, and I have captured the client ID and client secret, also the token key, and I'm going to specify all the details here. So let me specify the API key and the client ID, and also specify the client secret. And then you can specify the advanced configuration options, also specify the token validation method, and also you can specify the token option. Let me pick JWT here, and if you want, you can provide custom claim mappings, and finally when you are done with the configuration, you can say add, and it will automatically register this particular Okta key manager as a third-party key manager for WSO2 API manager. So as you can see, I have already set up the Okta as a key manager. Now as the next step, what we can do is we can go to publisher, and I have already published 2 APIs. Let me also show you how to enable multiple key managers for a given API. That's one of the key feature. with this release. Let me pick this PISA Shack API. Let me go to runtime configuration, and under application security, now you will see this option, key manager configuration. It's set to show allow all. I can also allow selected option and pick and choose what are the key managers I want to support for this particular API. So this is an option that you can configure. Through this option you can configure which key managers you want to support for this particular API. And let me go to a developer portal and see how to generate a token and execute this API using newly set up key manager. First of all, let me go to application and create a new application. Let me say dev app and say save, and let's pick the API that I want to execute. Let me subscribe, and let me subscribe through the developer app called dev app, subscribe, and then let me go to production case. And when you go to production case, now you can see two tabs. One is resident key manager, which is the inbuilt key manager component, which you can use to generate a token and execute the API. And also you can see Okta KeyM, the key manager, third-party key manager we configured moment ago, and you can specify a callback URL and let's type as code generate keys, right? So key generated successfully. Now what I can do is I can generate the access token, generate it. I get the JWT token. Let me close this pop-up, go to tryout, and I'm going to specify the token value and execute this operation. And at the same time, let's go to dashboard of this Okta developer account, and if you look at the system log, you can see O2 access token is generated, and if you go to applications, you will see the new application I created from the developer portal. So I created an application called dev app. So it basically prefix with the username and the environment it associated with, and create a new application from in the Okta site. So if you go to developer portal, you can see the result here. So this is basically an API invocation which uses a key or token generated through the Okta authorization server, which is a third-party key manager we configured through the WSO2 API Manager 3.2 admin console, admin portal. I hope it's clear for you how to configure a third-party key manager. So you can try out the other option as well, Auth0, WSO2 identity server, and even Keycloak. We have provided the necessary documentation for you to follow along and get it configured. Thank you very much for watching this video, and hope to see you soon. Thank you.